Lauren here. I am doing a spring makeup look today that's in partner with Evian as well as Ipsy, and I'm doing a spring look based on a flower, and the flower I chose today was a pink rose, so that's what inspired this look. I'm going to start with the Spackle Hydrating Moisturizing Primer, and I put this on the outer perimeters of my face because that tends to be a little bit drier. And then I'll go in with the Temptu Matte Primer, and then I will put this in my T-zone area, right around the nose, and I just push it in, press it into the skin, and then I go on the forehead as well as the chin because this is where I tend to get oily throughout the day. And then of course, just dancing per usual. No one should be surprised by this. So I'm going for a more luminous skin today, so I'm using the True Match Lumi. It's a liquid illuminator, and this is a rose gold color, and that's kind of the color tones that I was going for with this look. And I just put it on the high points of my face and blended this out with my Real Technique sponge. I always call this a beauty blender, but it is the Real Technique sponge, so just so you guys know. And then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. This is in Bronze Beige and Desert Beige. And I just kind of take the spatula and put it all over my face and then mix the two. I think I said this before, but this is definitely a foundation that I think you need a decent amount of. So it looks like I'm loading up my face with foundation, but this is kind of needed because it is pretty thin. And then I'm going to take my Real Techniques sponge once again and blend this all out. And the two colors just tend to morph together, as you can see, and just making sure that all of the areas of my face are totally covered. Then I'm going in with my Super Stay Better Skin Concealer, and this is in Light, I believe. And I'm just doing this to brighten up under the eyes, but I kind of like a really bright under eye, so I literally went in with 3 concealers, so don't judge me. Then I put this on my lid because it has good coverage, and I use this as my eye primer. And I sometimes use this rather than my MAC paint pot, so it just kind of gives a softer look. And then I'm just blending this out, of course, with my sponge once again. And I'm going in with the Pure, it's a Disappearing Ink 4-in-1 concealer, and this is in Light, and I'm just putting this on a brush. And this is a pretty thick concealer, so this helped give me some good coverage under the eyes. And this was from my Ipsy collaboration. And then I'm going to go in with the NYX HD Concealer in 03, and I'm just kind of putting this all over the same areas and on the high points of my face to help brighten up, and then I'm going to blend this out once again with my Real Techniques Beauty Blender. I just feel like this gives the right color for me. I tend to go and use like 01 or 02 from the NYX HD concealers, but with this foundation I just feel like that's a little bit too light, so this just helped brighten it up. Of course, going in with my Airspun translucent powder per usual, and I'm going to just take this on this fluffy brush. This is actually from Luxie, and I've been really liking it for powder. So I'm just really dusting this under the eyes. I'm not really baking at all because I don't want a harsh look. I want the skin to really look very fresh and glowy. So I just use this to set the areas, and you want to make sure that you're doing this right after you do concealer so that all those areas do not crease. And this just helps set everything into place. And then I'll just blend it into the skin. And going in with a smaller brush and the same powder, I'm going to set my eyes before I do eyeshadow, or else the colors will really stick to that concealer and it will be really hard to blend out. I'm going in with my Tartelette and Bloom palette, and this is the color Sweetheart. It's kind of dark in there, but I'm just putting this all over the lid, bringing it up pretty far and then concentrating it on the outer half of the eye. And this will be like my transition color. It's a really nice light pink, and it's pretty neutral too. It's not too warm or too cool toned, so I really like to use this when I'm doing a more mauve or purple eyeshadow look. And this is one of those colors that went with that rose tone. Then I'm going in with my Lorac Unzip palette in the color Unconditional. And this is a darker pink. It's almost a purpley tone too. And I'm just really focusing this in the crease. And with every color I put on the lid, I go back with that big fluffy brush and blend it out to make sure that all the colors merge together and there's no harsh lines between the two. So again, focusing this on the outer V because I kind of want that cat eye look. I mean, I swear to God, I literally do this all the time. But yeah, as you can see, going back in with that fluffy purple brush and blending it out. Then I'm going in with Unspoken from that same palette. And this is kind of a cool color. It's like it's a brown, but it almost has a purple tone to it. So again, just focusing this a little bit more concentrated on the outer V of the eye, and then blending it out with that big fluffy brush. And this just adds dimension to the eyes and helps lift them. And then this is a really great highlight. It is called Undercover from that same Unzip palette. And I'm highlighting the brow bone, kind of blending it out. I think I put too much on my on my brush, so you can see there's a lot on there. But this is like a really bright white color. And then I'm just putting that in the inner corner. And this is the Douce eyeshadow in Marissa, and this is also from my Ipsy collaboration. And I'm just pressing this on the outer half of the lid because I want to keep it pretty bright on the inside, but this color is that perfect like rose gold shimmery color. Then I'm going in with this color. I don't know what it's called, but it is a light pink shade from the Unzip palette, and I'm blending the two together. But as you can see, this is a lighter shade, so I want to have that towards the inner corner. And then going back with that fluffy brush and blending everything together. And then I'm going to go in on the lower lash line, and I'm going to blend that light purple shade, that mauve-y color, and then that darker shade as well together, and just kind of brush across the lower lid. And then I use two because I'm a high maintenance bitch, but I am using the NYX matte eyeliner to draw over the lid, and then I use the Wet n Wild's eyeliner because it has a better felt tip to it, and that's what I'm going to use to really draw in that wing. I feel like this combination works really well, and one works better for each thing when it comes to wing liner. So yeah, it's just my thing. So drawing in and connecting those two lines and trying not to blink too much, but with wing liner it just takes time. You just gotta learn your technique after a while. And then again from my Ipsy collab, this is the Bahama Mama bronzer from the Balm. And I'm taking this on an angled brush, and I'm really concentrating this right under the cheekbones, right in that little area to try and define and contour my cheekbones. And just going back and forth to really blend this out. And I also take this towards the temples and onto the forehead as well. And make sure to blend this out because this color can be a little harsh. And I'm taking the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, of course, my favorite. If you guys do not have this, you need it. It is just amazing. So I'm just taking this on a angled brush, but a little bit fluffier of a brush, and I'm blending the two colors together because I don't really want a harsh contour for this look. I just want that really like glowy, bronzy type of look because it just reminds me of spring. I know this might not seem like a spring look to you guys, but this is my idea of flowery springtime makeup. Yeah. So this is the Wet n Wild Illuminating Palette, and I'm going to mix all of the colors together and put this on my cheeks because I think it just has this really nice glowy pink blush color, and it just helps illuminate the skin as well. And you could just do this step, but I'm going to go in with a highlight. I'm taking my unicorn brush and I'm just blending everything together so it all looks well blended, I guess. I'm taking my Wet n Wild highlighter, which I'm obsessed with. Oh my god, you guys need this highlighter. And I'm going to go in and concentrate this right on my cheekbones. And I went a little hot and heavy with the highlighter today, but that's really what I was going for. So putting a little bit on the nose and on the Cupid's bow. And then I saw someone the other day, I think it was Makeup by Samuel, and he always puts it on the chin, so I kind of just put some on my chin as well. I don't know if that's like a good thing to do, but. So going back with my Evian spray, because this stuff is awesome, and I'm just going to use this to set all of my makeup. And just misting myself in it. It's so refreshing. I can't wait to use this in the summertime. Alright, now going in with my Tardis Lip Paint. This is in Rosé. This is from my Ipsy collab again. And I am just putting this all over the lips. You guys, this stuff is freaking awesome, and I don't really I like the look of liquid lipsticks, but I just can't stand them. This formula is so pigmented, but it's thin and it doesn't feel super dry throughout the day. So I definitely would recommend this if you're like getting into the matte liquid lipsticks. It's really, really nice. I'm going to take the NYX Lingerie matte lipstick and just put this on the inner part of the lips just to make it a little bit more nude. And this is in Lace Detail. And then I'm taking the Be a Bombshell lip gloss and putting this all over. And this is in the color Possessed. But it's almost like a liquid lipstick, but sticky. So yeah, this is from my Ipsy collab as well. And taking my Evian spray again, and I just put my hair up in a high ponytail, and I'm going to spray this just to kind of scrunch up the hair a little bit and kind of give it a messier look before I put it in the bun. And this is just the easiest hairstyle ever because I suck at hair, and you might notice that, but I'm just scrunching it up and dancing just a little bit because I do that a lot. And so you just take two pieces, you split it in half, and you just start twisting and twisting and twisting, and then you are going to wrap it in the front and then the back, and then just keep wrapping it until those ends go to the back of your hair. And hold it together, take a hair tie, and literally just wrap around twice. And this is how easy this hairstyle is. So you just want to like pull out the hairs, make this as big as you want, and then if there's any loose ends, you can just take some bobby pins and pin them into place. But yeah, literally the easiest hairstyle in the world, and that is what I'm all about. Because again, I love makeup, but hair, no, it's not really my thing. So yeah, I struggled a little bit with this one. And a little trick is to take a highlighter and just put this on your collarbones, and it really makes them stand out. I'll even see people who will contour them, so like under the collarbones you can contour a little bit and it'll stand out a little bit more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think this look is really cute, and it's that rose gold inspired look, and I want to thank everyone from Ipsy for collabing with me, and I will link everyone else's videos down below. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. Bye.
Believe in you will get you round of applause. Alright. A pretty picture for the ones that are lost in life.